that a quorum is present and call the meeting to order, and I do believe we have a quorum. Yes, sir?
We do.
So, public comment. Texas Open Meetings Act prohibits the board from responding to any comments other than to refer the matter to a future agenda, to an existing policy, or to make a statement of factual information. Claims against the board or employees, as well as the individual personnel appeals, are not appropriate for citizens forum. So, we're going into consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are approved by a single action of the board, with such approval applicable to all items appearing on the consent agenda. A member may request any item to be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. So, has everybody had an opportunity to read their minutes?
Yes.
Do I have a approval of the minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Minutes are approved. We're going into public hearing, and we're going into public hearing at we'll call it 6:05. The purpose of this hearing is to hear evidence for or against a request made by Stone Cafe DBA the Purple Tiger to provide assistance with existing business structure assistance for the business located at 327 South Highway 37, Mount Vernon, Texas. Do we have anybody signed up for public hearing?
We don't have anybody signed up. Miss Tina Stone would be here tonight, but she had cataract surgery today and was unable to attend and asked me to present to you her request.
Is there any more to that?
Well, we can either do it. She's requesting reimbursement, either full or partial, for signage that she has already paid for. And the total on it was like $3,000. Yeah, 3183 or something like that. And so she'd actually had this sign up, and the storm blew it down. She's having to have it redone again. So she's requesting that this was actually submitted before the storm came through. So
So is she asking for more, or that?
she just would like to get some kind of assistance on the original sign.
I guess we should do this in items to be considered, so we'll close public hearing at 6:07. So items to be considered. Consider the application for existing business structure incentive for Stone Cafe. Doing business in the Purple Tiger to provide assistance for existing business structure assistance for the business located at 327 South Highway 37, Mount Vernon, Texas. The only comments that I have is Craig and I went and had lunch there, and I think we should probably, this doesn't have anything necessarily to do with approving this or disapproving this, but I think we can expect that there's probably going to be another application made for additional assistance, so just so we're clear.
Just an FYI.
Yeah.
And this request is actually for the street signage plus the sign that's still on the building. So, which didn't blow off.
And what is our, it's in our bylaws that there's a certain match that we can give for that, is that correct?
Well, historically, it's been like 50%. You know, up to, when it was the Main Street program, it was 50% up to $1,000, but we're not capped at $1,000.
But are we capped at a percentage?
50%.
We're capped at 50%?
Yeah.
Okay. Like we would have to vote and change
Yes.
things? Okay.
Now, speaking of that, I sent y'all, beginning of the month, a new application, which we won't talk about it today, but I'd like your feedback from it because it changes everything, and that actually raises the cap significantly.
That's probably not the place to really ask all the questions I have, but did you send us the old one and the current one?
Yes, sir.
And it seemed like you didn't highlight the changes. I was looking at the
They're totally different.
and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I gotta take a lot
they're-
of notes and spread these all
Yeah.
out over a desk
They're,
to figure out everything we're
they're
changing.
totally different. The
Yeah.
new one is
Yeah, they're-
completely different
I had to do the same
format.
thing. I had to print, I just printed them off. I just hadn't gone through them yet.
The new one's completely different format, and I think it's a lot more user-friendly. The old one,
What percent cap is that?
that is, for facade, it is up to $5,000, and that's a 50% match. So $10,000, up to $5,000, and that's for the facade, which the sign is included in the facade. So that you could, 10 grand, you could probably paint a building and get a sign and everything else for 10 grand.
Gotcha, but we're still at 50%.
We're still at 50%, up to
I
5,000.
can remember that.
No, finish this and then
So on
question.
so on this, if it's 50%, that's not a lot that they're asking for. You know, the way I look at it is, you know, sometimes not them, but sometimes we see new businesses that don't even have enough to really get off the ground and get going and start operating for about 6 months. I think they do, and that's good, but of course, you're still not planning for storms, you know, some of those unexpected things. So, I mean, I'm good with 50% on this.
I agree.
Julia,
50%.
you good 50%? I am too. All right. Well, then I would like a motion for 50% for the 50% match for the signage for the Stone Cafe, doing business as the Purple Tiger, and for the signage.
I'll make that motion, 50%.
All right. I need a second.
I'll second.
Motion is approved.
Aye.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, oh yeah, forgot that part. All in favor say?
Aye.
All right, let's get that on the record. I'm already adjourning this.
That's all, that's the only item we have on the agenda.
All right. So, I'm looking for a motion for that too.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned.
If I were you, I'd still try to sneak down there and get one.
We good?
So Craig, the movement to update or whatever, what spurred that off?
I never liked our application. I didn't think it covered what needed to be covered, and I always thought